Watching My Little Pony is about the manliest thing you can do. Or at least so says the statistic that there are 7 to 10 million bronies in the United States of America. A brony is a guy between the age 15 and 35 who likes the show My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Make this distinction that it is Friendship is Magic. It is Generation 4. All the other generations, yes, are little girl shows. We do not like these. It's kind of weird that guys like this kind of show. And so I'm going to go over one of the aspects as to why this show is so good. And one of the aspects that makes it so fantastic is its lore. Not just the lore of what's in the show, but where this lore comes from. And this lore can very well be seen in the Earth Ponies, the Pegasi, and the Unicorns. So the lore of the Earth Ponies is pretty basic. They're ponies. They're any horse that's less than 58 inches. That's the definition of a pony. That comes from Encyclopedia Britannica, and your most common pony is the Shetland ponies. So Earth ponies don't have anything super special about them theoretically. But, however, according to Lauren Faust, who is the creator of the show, she says this, that while not magical like other pony types, Earth ponies do have a connection to the land that other types do not. In Equestria, land of the ponies, growing food and tending animals is just as necessary as managing weather and magic. Perhaps more important, don't you think? The Earth ponies are the only ones who can grow food. For some reason, the Pegasi and Unicorns are unable to do this. And so they have a natural connection with the ground. This is known as geomancy in magic outside of Equestria, outside of the pony lore. And so it's something that, at least by the fans, have come to decide their magic is something called geomancy. Granted, the fact that Lauren Faust said there is no magic in them, except one of the episodes actually says that there is magic, we're still kind of juggling that. But now we have ponies, and ponies are great. But since I liked it, I'm going to put a wing on it. Now you get your Pegasi. Pegasi are all Greek. That's just what they are. Because the reason is Pegasus is the only winged horse that's really known in mythology, as far as human mythology goes. And the plural of Pegasus is Pegasi. Despite the fact that Pegasus is a name, we've come to denote winged ponies as Pegasi. The interesting thing about Pegasi, though, is that they control the weather. Their magic somehow allows them to push clouds around, and then they kick the clouds to make rain, or they kick the clouds to make a lightning bolt come out of them. It's pretty fantastic. And this allows them to create entire cloud cities in which they walk and construct and live and make just everything fantastic upon them. And Pegasi, they tend to be more natural athletes because they're very much about flying everywhere and soaring on the wind. And so they have a group called the Wonderbolts. And the Wonderbolts are probably my favorite thing about all of the My Little Pony lore. The Wonderbolts are based off of the Blue Angels, the Air Force stunt team who drives the F-16s, and everyone knows them because they do all the same tricks. Like they were up in Fort Wainwright a couple of years back, and they were fantastic. Something interesting about the Wonderbolts is they have a very nice shiny blue suit with a yellow lightning bolt going down it, and of course it's all lightning proof. Unicorns are very much a science-based, are very much a magic-based race as opposed to the other two. They have a horn on their head which emits magic. They do all their magic through their horn. And according to Twilight Sparkle, who's one of the main show's characters, she says, magic is something you study and practice. It only happens when you decide to do it, and it's meant to make something specific you choose to happen. So it's not just, oh, we're going to magicify this, we're just going to magicify this. It's something that it happens specifically. The unicorns are very European-based. Europeans, unicorns are very much about purity, about a herd is called a blessing of unicorns, and And because of this, the unicorns in My Little Pony tend to be high class. They tend to be European lords. That's their style. That's what they're based off of. And something interesting to note is that European unicorns are all white. That's because they're based off purity. And there is a butt ton of white unicorns, like overly so. And the last part about unicorns is the horn of a unicorn is called an alicorn, or at least that's what it's made of. Alicorns in My Little Pony lore are goddesses. They're avatars of the sun and the moon, and some other stuff too. But these things actually control the night and day. It raises the sun, and the other one raises the moon. And it makes for a very interesting, cool kind of lore to play off of. Lore is very much an intricate nature of many shows, and My Little Pony is no different. It makes it absolutely fantastic and fun to mess around and play with and watch. And because of this, it's just a fantastic show. It's a quality show, and it makes it so that we have a group called Bronies who are going to forever watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and we shall forever pony on.